How's it going, YouTube? We got FourthStarTCG here, and today I have a PSA submission video for you. So I thought I wasn't going to be doing any more $50 per card economy submissions, but I got some other cards in. I found some cards that I thought, you know what, probably a good idea to grade them. So I actually have 6 cards that I'm submitting at the $50 per card tier. And we're going to see how these do off at PSA. So first card that I have, or first two, I'll do these together because they do go together. It is the Rayquaza and Giratina lottery promos. I'm so excited to finally have these cards in my possession, and I want to get them off for grading as quickly as possible. These cards are not in the best condition, as I mentioned in my video, sort of showing them off. We'll go over the Rayquaza first here. So the Rayquaza is super nice, actually. There's really just one thing wrong with it, which is a little dent in the edge down there, but that's probably going to knock it down to, at minimum, I would think a PSA 6 or maybe a 7. So with that little dent there, I think this is going to knock it down quite a bit. Beyond that, you know, little edge dings here and there, but this is a very clean card. Really happy about that. But yeah, that dent on the back is going to knock it down. It had some dirt on the front, which I was able to clean off. Which was pretty nice. So I was happy to be able to clean that stuff off. But we'll see what this card comes back. I'd really be happy with anything. I don't really care about the condition too much and the grade too much on these cards. But yeah, definitely thinking with that kind of ding in the corner down there, probably at minimum a 7, maybe a 6 or something like that. That's my pre-grade for this card. And that's why I'm submitting it just at the $50 economy tier. I actually think even with that, it might be over the declared value limit, but we'll see what they do. There aren't a lot of sales data for this card, so if they do upcharge me, I might say, hey, you know, where are you getting your valuations on those? Next up, I have this. Oh, man, these cards are just so fantastic. I'm so excited to finally have them in my possession. And man, just beautiful. So the Giratina is in what I would consider to be worse condition than the Rayquaza. There's more edge wear on it, as you can see, corner wear, edge wear, that kind of stuff. But this card actually really doesn't have anything in the way of dents or creases or anything. I would say that this is probably going to grade in the same range, maybe the 6 to 7 range. Again, like the back of the Rayquaza looks much better than the back of the Giratina, but the Rayquaza does have that little dent/ding in it. So it's going to be interesting to see what these cards come back as, but certainly not expecting high grades on these. And I'm totally fine with that. I have no problems with getting these cards in what some would consider to be lower grades. All right, so the remaining 4 cards that I have, I'm really excited about these. Some of these are new cards, some of them are old cards that I just decided that I wanted to submit. The first is this beautiful Gengar EX Full Art First Edition from Phantom Gate. This card has been really popular recently, and rightly so. It is a beautiful full art card. And I decided, you know what, might as well get this off to PSA, since PSA 10s are selling in the $700 plus range. That's certainly above the value tier, and I think this card has a really good shot at a PSA 10. We've got really clean on the back. We got some scratches on the card saver, and some cat hair, of course, but overall, this card is really clean. The only thing that's possibly wrong with it is the centering is a little off, left to right and top to bottom, but I really don't think that's off in any significant amount to knock it down from 10 to 9. That's certainly within the 55-45 to 60-40 range. So really happy with that. Next up, another black and white ultra rare. This time we are submitting the Garbodor. Slowly getting these off to PSA. I'm really submitting only the ones that I am like 100% confident that they will grade 10s. Because even in 10s, these cards aren't, most of them are not above $500. But this Garbodor is just super clean, so I figure why not just get it off now, pay a little extra, and hopefully have it in the collection in the PSA 10 grade. This is actually a fairly difficult card to find in mint condition. One of the reasons being was that this card was super playable. If anyone remembers playing back in the 2014-15 era, Garbodor with the Garbotoxin ability, which this card had, which would shut off all abilities if Garbodor had a tool card attached to it. That was huge. This was a really big card in a lot of decks. This was played a lot. So it is pretty difficult to find one in mint condition. So I was very lucky to do that, and very much hoping that this comes back with that Gem Mint 10 grade. All right, continuing on here. Next up, we have this beautiful shiny Shinx. So this is from the Platinum Complete set, full Platinum Era Complete set that I purchased. I was really happy to get a bunch of nice condition cards in there, from level X cards to shinies to reprints and stuff. And this Shinx actually looked to be in really good condition. I can't see any of the sort of traditional peeling and chipping on the corners of this card, so I figured with the back being as clean as it is, we might as well send off this card for grading. These shinies are very popular and very beautiful, beautiful cards. So very happy to send this card off, and hopefully we do get that PSA 10 grade. I think one recently sold for just about $500, so we're in that level. There were some cards that I was actually planning on including in this submission, but then I checked the price and I was actually kind of surprised how low they were selling for. Some Japanese E-Series holos I thought would be, you know, definitely above 500, turned out not to be. So that's something you got to do when you're preparing these submissions, especially if you're trying to maximize, you know, bang for your buck in terms of grading value, is to definitely check the values of the cards that you're planning on submitting and seeing, okay, are they within the range that it makes sense to submit these at a higher tier. And last but not least, wouldn't be a 4th star submission without an EX card, an old EX card. And the one we are submitting in this submission is this absolutely beautiful Gengar EX from Flight of Legends. Just insane. A truly beautiful card. We got an amazing swirl there right next to Gengar. This is the unlimited edition copy from Flight of Legends. And this is another really nice card. Really mint. Don't see any reason why this card would not come back with a PSA 10. So hopefully that's what happens here. Yeah, so outside of the Rayquaza and Giratina lottery promos, I'm hoping for 10s on all 4 of the remaining cards, the 2 Gengars, the Garbodor, and the Shinx. Yeah, so I will get these off in the mail, and hopefully we'll get the cards back relatively quickly. What I've been seeing is round about a month, maybe 4 to 5 weeks for the turnaround on these economy submissions. So hopefully that remains the case, and I can get these back in about a month. So thank you all very much for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe, and stick around for more videos.